how to find hidden deals in commercial real estate. And what we're going to get into next, which is really important, is the 6 steps of the deal. So I want to walk you through these 6 steps so you know exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, the steps that we need to take, and how we need to go forward. Cut. Please. 1. Okay, so this is how to find hidden deals in commercial real estate. First thing that I want to do is walk you guys through the 6 steps of a deal. It's really important to know what to look for, to know how to go after it, and these are the steps. The first thing is to find a deal. It all starts with finding. That's what this whole course is all about, how to find hidden deals. The way we're doing that, obviously, is the internet, brokers, which we're going to get to in just a moment, because brokers do make the best bird dogs, hands down, no doubt about it. Letters, which we're going to get into in the couple days to follow, which is direct mail, and also locally versus nationally. So many people get hung up on wanting to look just in their own backyard because they're familiar with what's going on there. Well, that's fine, but a lot of us here and a lot of us listening to these CDs and watching me on these DVDs, you know, we've gone to school in different areas. We maybe grew up in different areas. We have friends that are in different areas. We have a lot of knowledge of what's happening across the nation. So you want to not just look in your own backyard locally, you want to be national, okay? And if you're out of the country, you can look out there as well. Number 2, evaluate the deal. That comes down to the pre-screening system that I have in place, okay? Number 3 is to structure and negotiate the deal. As you know, as I said before, I do feel I'm a master negotiator, and I'm here to help you get rich. So you guys are in the right place at the right time, because part of my mission statement is I'm in the trenches day in and day out negotiating deals. And that's why I have my acquisition team all across the nation ready to help facilitate so we can get in, get out, get rich together. Finance the deal. Sometimes the economy goes up, it goes down. We know the liquidity is tightened up a little bit here and there. But nevertheless, we're dealing with properties, obviously, as some of the examples I've shared with you, where they're distressed properties, and we sometimes don't even have to deal with lending institutions. How sweet is that? And then when we go to deal with lending institutions, we've already put the property to its highest and best use. We're already in a position where we can do something called a cash-out refinance because it's stabilized, covering its debt. It has cash flow. And what we're able to do is season it at market occupancy, cash out refi. And that cash out refi monies, we go ahead and either acquire a new loan or just maximize the opportunity and just buy the property outright. So financing a deal, don't get hung up on financing. Next is to do the deal. Now, I've covered a little bit with land. I've shared some stories of some friends of mine out there in Texas who have done just that. But what we're doing is we're creating millions in value with land entitlements, getting the plans approved. And then, of course, you can move in and do some infrastructure. We're going to talk a little bit about that later. But also it comes down to just increasing the income of buildings. And as you know, as I said, just to recap, it's not just about raising the rents, raising the NOI. It's also about filling the vacancies. Filling those vacancies are what's going to make you a boatload of money. And then market and sell the deal. But the beauty behind my strategies and techniques is that we do not need buyers. We truly don't. And that's so beautiful because buyers, as you know, they're a needle in a haystack in current times like now. And it's a true benefit just to capitalize on the cash flow. But if we do want to go ahead and market and sell the deal, we'll be working with brokers and also auctions. Most people think auctions are a place that you go for just a huge discount. Well, of course you do. Just like my student, Jennifer Nagal, that I like to mention. She's got a very touching story because if you remember, I said she used to do work on a computer and used to work in a little box. Right? You think about it, we're all in a box, right? You live in a box, right? You sleep into another box inside the box. You get inside of another box to go drive to work in another box like Jennifer, and then you eat box lunch, right? Well, you got to start thinking outside the box, right? Live in a big, nice box, at least. Lots of windows, nice ocean view. That's the way I like to do it. But auctions are perceived to be a place where you go for distressed property. But if you're buying a property at 30 to 50 cents on the dollar, is it okay to sell it for 70 or 80 cents on the dollar and leave a little bit on the plate for everybody else? Of course, leave a little meat on the plate for the next guy or gal. And you know what? That's the beauty of what we do. Because we can get in there, we can just increase the value, turn around and sell it quickly if that's your motive. And if you need cash, I understand that. So some of the things that we want to go over now is why is the owner selling? That's so crucial because I'm going to be covering some no payment, no interest strategies in just a moment. Yeah, I said it, no payment, no interest. You can't get better terms than no payment, no interest, right? So always ask this, why am I getting such great terms? Remember I said before, my whole mindset, when we're talking about mindset, is this. I'm relaxed. What if they just gave me the deal? What if they just handed me the deal? Then what happens?